So we're going to be using the same kind of properties. They're just going to work in reverse. This is page 481.
You said 56 is assigned?
Yes, it's already on Google Classroom, and the answer key is as well.
Is it due next time?
Yes.
Which one did you post this morning?
And in the other class, I did day 57. I don't think I did in this class. I don't think I did.
I think the answer is yesterday. I guess that was supposed to be this morning.
I may have.
I know she posted yesterday.
There's no telling. Okay, so we're going to jump to the bottom here on page 481. These are the properties. Yes, ma'am.
What'd you have after an times an?
Here you go.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No,
I
you're
could
fine.
have done that.
You're fine. Okay. Okay, so now we're working in kind of in reverse. With exponentials, if we multiplied, then we took the exponents and we added them. We changed it from 2 bases to 1 and just added the exponents. With logarithms, if you're adding, then I can rewrite it as 1 log. And what do you suppose I'm going to do with the arguments, m and n? So if we added them here,
Subtract.
yeah. See, these were multiplied. So to change it into 1, I ended up adding the exponents. So going in reverse, if we had them added, yes, we would multiply. So this is m times n. They do have to have the same base.
So log B is 1 base.
Yeah, because they both say log base b. That's the same base. That little number has to be the same. This is not a sentence. I'm just writing out writing out in words what I did over here. So if you add, you're going to change it to 1 log and multiply those two. It works with natural logs as well, because natural log is a log. It's just base e. So this would be natural log of what?
Why did you say multiply argument?
Because like over here, when I added these two, then here I multiply. So add and multiply. Add.
I'm just confused with the argument.
Argument is here. These are the arguments.
Okay.
What do you mean by arguments?
Instead of exponents, they're arguments.
So it's just a percentage.
Yes, sorry. So the natural log would be of what and what of this next one? What am I going to do with?
A times B.
Thank you. Yes. Just like I did up here. Log base b, or natural log, which is log base e. You just multiply those two arguments.
Okay, so I don't get it because, wait, so it's saying if they have the same base, that the numbers beside them get multiplied?
Yes.
And if they don't have the base, like in the second one, the 2 base?
No, these two have the same base. There just happen to be, natural log means the same thing as log base e. They still have to have the same
Okay,
base.
so it's kind of like...
She thought it was log B and like log A and log B. Because I got there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, probably shouldn't have used B there. I got you. No. So if you're adding, then you can change it to 1 log and multiply. If you're subtracting, yes, you can change it to 1 log and divide. So we just took the m and divided by the n because we're subtracting log base b of m minus log base b of n. So with natural logs, what would it be?
A over B.
Yeah, a over b. So add changes into multiply. Subtraction changes into division. Yeah, I was scared to put arguments in.
Is that with log and argument?
No, argument is what's behind it. That's called the arguments. It's just what you're taking the log of. You would divide whatever you were taking the log of.
How do you type in your calculator logs that have different bases?
You don't.
Is that when you do the thing?
You could do the change of base.
That's just the next thing on the next page.
Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even doing that.
We're not doing that.
Mm-mm. But that's just helping us figure out this next property. Then we'll do some after it, which I think that'll help. Okay, so the next one, page 482. We're skipping down to here. If you have the log base b or whatever base of something raised to a power, then we can take that power and put it out in front. Because this comes from the rule, if you raise a power to a power, you can multiply the exponents. So this becomes, yes ma'am,
When would we use this?
we're going to use it quite a bit in calculus.
Are we on the stuff in calculus?
Are we almost done with calculus? Is that what you said? You haven't even started calculus.
Then why are we gonna use it? When are we gonna use it then? Like if we take it next year?
Yeah, in calculus is one of the areas. That
So, how do we know what needs to be changed and what we solve for? Does that make sense? How like bring that up? Like, what am I asking that question?
I think you'll know by the directions. Like right now, we're just going over the rules. Okay. So we have n. The property is the number out. The exponent becomes the number out in front. So n times the log base b of a.
B is a
Base. Or it's just a number. Just like a and n, it's a variable. Works the same with natural log. So it'd be n times the natural log of a. It's just log base e. So we have three properties. If you add two logs, you can make it one log and multiply. You subtract them, you can change it into division. And if you have a power, you can change it into multiplication. So now on these next ones, we're going to rewrite as just a number, if you can, or a log with the same base. That just means we're going to squish it up. We're going to, it's the opposite of expand, contract, or compress these. We're going to make them smaller. Concise. Trying to find the word. All right.
Simplify.
Simplify, yeah, kind of. Yeah, I like simplify. That works. Yeah.
she's sweet.
I've written it down.
I know you have.
Written it.
It's just a collage to get around. She's like that.
Okay. So on number 1, notice you have two logs with the same base that are added. So we can rewrite that as a log. But what do I do with those arguments? What we're taking the logs of?
Multiply them.
There you go. It's multiplication. So we're going to take 6 and we're going to multiply it times 8/3. We can simplify that. I can cross cancel. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 6 twice. So log base 2 of 16. We can figure out the answer to that doing the same thing we did yesterday. What's our first step when we have these kinds of problems?
You do the log of 16 over the log of 2.
If I was subtracting those, I would. But I'm not. It's just log base 2 of 16. It's like...
That's what
that's
what I just said. The change of base.
Yeah, you put that in your notes yesterday. That you would do the.
Log.
Oh! Yeah. No, I don't want a calculator. I don't want to have to do it in a calculator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. It's like these.
So we have to put it set it equal to A.
There you go. Sorry, I wasn't following.
Wait, I'm confused.
Okay, right here. So if we were supposed to solve for log base 2 of 16, and on some of these you aren't going to be able to use calculator on, so we're saying if this was a non-calculator one, first thing you do is you'd set it equal to some variable.